Most football players eat healthy, but Messi's diet almost killed him. Back in 2003, when Messi arrived in Barcelona, even though he was now a pro football player, he was just like any other 18-year-old kid. Eating healthy was the least of his concerns. I'm talking pizza, candy, cookies. Messi was literally addicted to junk food, and as the years went on, his diet only got worse. It was rumored that if someone put fruit, vegetables, or salad on Messi's plate, he'd literally walk out of the room, and after hitting the gym or playing in a game, instead of eating something nutritious, or I don't know, drink a protein shake, Messi needed fast food, and worst of all, Coca-Cola. Things were getting bad cause Messi couldn't go a single day without soda. And what's crazy is he was still becoming one of the world's best players. So what are people gonna say? No, everybody just let him do his thing. Until out of nowhere, this turned into a serious problem. Messi. And yeah, things were getting really bad. Messi was keeping it secret, but behind the scenes he was in denial and paying the price because he went years without taking care of his health. Every single day, he woke up sick, but getting ill out there on the field and shocking the world. It was the wake-up call he needed. So not long after, Messi visited his doctor and explained just how bad junk food was taking over his life. And at that moment, Messi and the doctors realized that if he didn't change his diet, his career and his life were over. So Messi vowed to change for his fans. And luckily he had the right support around it. It started with Barcelona's manager removing every vending machine in the club's training ground, and not long after, Messi hired a nutritionist to force himself into a healthy diet. Ever since Messi changed his ways, he's not only no longer sick, he's taking his career to another level. Wow man, I think Messi just changed my life. But anyways, as crazy as Messi's diet was, well, Max Crusade literally got him kicked out of football. Max Cruz. See, back in 2016, Max was in a predicament while playing for Wolfsburg. He was having one of the worst seasons of his career. And I'm not gonna lie, man, his coach was heated cause not only was Max playing bad, this dude's entire life was falling apart from being caught gambling to stealing someone's phone who took a pic of him. Max's coach was beyond fed up. He was only giving Max one more chance to make things right. So do you think he'd take it easy, right? Well, the next time Max showed up to practice, it's kind of like he wanted to get kicked off the team. See, a few months before, during training camp, everybody was concerned about Max's diet because not only was he eating unhealthy, he had a weird obsession. This man literally couldn't eat a single meal without Nutella. And listen, man, every time Max showed up, he had it on it, so his teammates had no choice but to see him spread it everywhere. And yeah, so his teammate just had to confront him about this, and they let him. No, nobody on the team was trying to see all that. And see, at the beginning of the season, every single one of Max's teammates made a promise to become the best football players ever. So no junk food, especially no weird-ass chocolate addictions. And even though Max's entire team was committed to becoming legendary, he still couldn't go a single day, scratch that, a single meal without Nutella. So when Max showed up to practice slobbering all over the spread for breakfast, that was the final straw. When his coach saw just how bad the addiction was, it was time to let Max go, and Wolfsburg not only kicked him from football just because he couldn't give up the tree, they decided, let's also spread this man. A 28000. Fine, now I get it, there's not much to learn from a stupid addiction like that, but the story of Sergio Ramos' diet will change your life. Ramos. See, it all started back in 2003. And at the time, Ramos came into pro football as a shy, skinny 17-year-old kid, so nobody expected him to become great anytime soon, not even him. So from that point on, even though he thought he couldn't live without him, he sacrificed all those late-night McDoubles to make double his gains. And for the next 15 years, he only had one goal on his mind: to get better every single year. And because of that, he completely transformed his body and went from being skinnier to me to one of the most ripped and legendary athletes ever. It was all thanks to a secret formula. See, during COVID 2020, Sergio made his biggest leap, and everybody was wondering, how the hell did he go from this to this? Was he, Nah, he did it legit. What it really came down to was Ramos getting off his lazy ass and grocery shopping himself. And just because he was putting in all these extra hours, all this hard labor, he made sure to buy food to turn himself into a freak of nature. And well, Once he found the meals that worked, it was over with for anybody he played against. C. Ramos dedicated himself to a breakfast of champions 4 times per week. He whips up some coffee, all black of course, then he slammed down some whole grain bread with turkey breast, eggs, and fruit. Listen bro, we're talking about these Sergio Ramos. This man is literally a machine 3 times per week. He goes through his most difficult workouts without eating a single thing. But hey, he ain't a complete psychopath. Just like most people, after work our boy has to celebrate a bit. That's when he drinks his favorite strawberry protein shake, and as far as lunch and dinner goes, he slaps together some salad, fish, and steak. But listen, I'm not gonna lie to you man, even Ramos can't fight his guilty pleasure. Most people don't know this, but Ramos has a dirty secret. One thing he keeps in the closet is that he likes some long and dark hair. You know what I'm talking about. And once every 2 weeks, Ramos just can't help himself. He pulls his phone out and calls up the one man who can deliver, and that's when it comes his chocolate churros. What, you thought I was talking about something else? What's wrong with you man? You need to get out the house a bit. See, I feel like you should be taking Ramos's advice.